name is Will Gwynn, Durham Police Department Public Affairs Manager. We're going to give an update about this morning's downtown explosion. I want to reiterate this is an ongoing investigation. Give information that we have at this time. We're going to have 4 speakers behind me. We're going to start with Durham Mayor Steve Schewel. That is S-C-H-E-W-E-L. Followed by Durham Fire Chief Robert Zoldos. Zoldos is Z-O-L-D-O-S. Followed by Durham Public School Superintendent Pascal Mubinga. Mubinga is M-U-B-E-N-G-A. And lastly, Durham Police Chief Saralyn C.J. Davis. Chief Davis is done. We'll have a quick Q&A as well.
Thank you, Will. I'm Steve Schewel, Mayor of the City of Durham, and I want to say how appreciative I am that I'm joined today by many of our elected officials who are over here to my right, my City Council colleagues, members of our County Commission, our Sheriff, and others, and I appreciate them being here. This is the kind of day that you never prepare for as a mayor. It's not something that you necessarily think that you're ever going to have to face. So let me just tell you the 2 emotions that I've experienced and that I feel right now. First of all, it's been what happened today. We have to acknowledge we've had a terrible tragedy today. We've had the loss of 1 life, and we don't know, there could be more. We're going to hear all the facts from Chief Zoldos in a minute, all the facts that we know. We have people in a hospital in intensive care, and so I feel a real sense of loss and of grief. It's a very difficult day in that way. But I feel something else as well, and that is a tremendous sense of gratitude. When I came today, when I drove over this morning with Deputy City Manager Bo Ferguson and Chief Zoldos, as soon as we understood what was going on, got out of the car, and let me tell you what I saw. I saw firefighters with their hoses as far as I am from you, fighting that fire, not knowing if there was another potential gas explosion. I saw police officers setting the perimeter and other police officers going into these buildings to make sure that people were out. I saw our EMS folks, our emergency management and EMS folks doing what they do so well, preparing already prepared to do the emergency work that we needed. I saw the medics, the EMS medics, who were helping people on the ground with glass cuts. I saw them helping them. I saw them bandaging their wounds. I saw them getting them, if necessary, onto a stretcher, quickly getting them to where they needed to be in the hospital. This is Durham's 150th birthday today. It's an irony, I know. But what I will say about that is that what we hope will be a very happy day, it's not a happy day, but again, it's a day when I am so proud of how our local government functions. I am so proud of, especially of our firefighters, and their courage, and their persistence. And some of you all, if you would have seen it out here, and I know some of you probably were here, and you saw our firefighters, how tired they were, and one group would go in and the other would come out, and they would be exhausted, and they would be getting ready to do what they needed to do. I saw the incredible coordination between our police chief, between our fire chief, emergency management, and EMS. And our city manager, Tom Bonfield's out of town, but Bo Ferguson stepped so ably into his shoes. And our friends from the county government were here as well. Durham Public Schools, and you're going to hear from our superintendent in a minute, calmly got all the kids dismissed early on a bus and taken to where they could meet their folks. So it's a sad day, but it's a day that I also feel a lot of gratitude and a lot of pride folks that work for this city and county and how well they did their job. So I think I'll stop there, and I'm going to turn this over to Chief Zoldos. Let me just say that Chief Zoldos is a new chief at Durham. He hasn't been with us very long, but he stepped right into the breach today. I rode over with him this morning. He got out of the car. He said it was one of the few days he was going to be at our 150th celebration. He says one of the only days he's been in Durham that he's been in his civilian clothes. He had to go back and get his uniform on. He stepped right into the breach, and we already had firefighters, as I said, on site, many of them arriving, already here and arriving. And I'm just so proud of his leadership, and I want to introduce him to you now for him to tell you what we do know. I should say one other thing before I introduce him. There's a lot we don't know yet. And for things that we're not sure of, we're not going to put them out. We're only going to put things out when we're really sure. There's rumors that fly in this kind of situation. We're not going to confirm or deny any rumors. What we're going to try to do, all of us, is to just give you the facts that we know. So I want to introduce Chief Zoldos to tell you what we do know so far. Chief.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Bob Zoldos. I'm the Fire Chief of the City of Durham Fire Department. To what the mayor just said, this is my 148th day as the Fire Chief, just shy of 150. Here, as best we know is right now, at 9:38 this morning, fire units were dispatched for a gas leak in the 100 block of Duke Street, right behind me. Durham Fire Department's engine company number 1 arrived to find a significant gas leak, requested additional resources, including Dominion Energy, and started an evacuation in cooperation with Durham Police Department. At 10:07, while in the middle of their evacuation of all the units behind us, there was an explosion that involved approximately 5 buildings on this block, including catastrophic damage to 1. Also note, 1 Durham firefighter was seriously hurt in the operations during the evacuation, was transported from the scene, is being treated, and is in surgery at this time. His injuries are serious but not life-threatening. As far as all of the people, all of the known people, people that were known to be in the buildings or around, or have been accounted for, but there are still significant areas we need to search. Now, there was a significant fire. We started due to the blast, and damage to several structures resulted. At this time, the fires have been contained and are under control, but the incident is far from over. Units are starting detailed search and rescue operations through North Carolina Task Force 8, which includes Durham, Raleigh, and Chapel Hill fire departments. This will take some time to go through a very detailed search and rescue operations, which will include tunneling as well as delayering of the structure. This could take some time. It could possibly go for a couple of days. During these operations, some of the downtown will be shut down so that we can continue safely our operations. And I'm going to pass on to our police chief right now, who we're going to talk about some of those closures.
Good afternoon, everyone. We prepare our whole careers for days like this, so we hope they never come. Today, I want to, first of all, commend the first responders who were here at the beginning of this incident, and under the leadership of Chief Zoldos, who is our new fire chief. We couldn't be in more capable hands. There is a perimeter set up around the hot zone area that's being worked right now by the Durham Police Department. We also have additional command posts that are set up throughout the event so that the fire department has the support that they need in order to mitigate this situation. So the Durham Police Department, in collaboration with our city public affairs, will be sending out notices to let individuals who live in this area or have business in this area, let them know when they can return to potentially retrieve property and so on. We also plan to utilize our media outlets to help us with some of these announcements. But social media will be one of the other means of letting our citizens know when they can enter this area again. Thank you very much, and I'll turn it back over to Chief Zoldos.
Touch on 2 other things for you. Resources on scene right now include Durham Fire Department, Durham Police Department, Durham Public Works, Durham City County Emergency Management, Durham County Sheriff's Office, Durham County EMS. The City of Raleigh Hazmat's team, North Carolina USAR Task Force 8, which I mentioned before, North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations, the ATF, North Carolina Emergency Management, Durham Public Schools, Public Service Gas, North Carolina, Duke Energy, and Chapel Hill Fire Departments. Finally, the cause of the explosion is under investigation by the DFD's, the Durham Fire Department's Fire Marshal's Office, assisted by the State Fire Marshal, the Durham Police Department, ATF, OSHA, and the State Bureau of Investigations. Thank you.
Let me take this opportunity to thank all our emergency management partners as well as our first responders. This is really a bad and sad day for Durham, but we are really grateful that we have folks in place that we're able to carry out their jobs properly. As far as Durham Public School is concerned, all our students are sound and safe. At this time, all of them got home. For that reason, I want to give credit to our staff for putting our plan to the motion to make sure that our students were able to get back to where they're supposed to be. Tomorrow, as far as school is concerned, we're going to close Durham School of the Art tomorrow. We really want to make sure that we're going to inspect our building to make sure that everything is in place. Tomorrow, there's going to be no school for Durham School of the Arts. As far as our families and our students are concerned, we are making available our staff development center tomorrow for our parents and our students as well. We understand that some of our students as well as our parents, they're going to need some kind of counseling, some kind of emotional support. That's the reason why we're making this center available for them. So we are here to make sure that we're really working with our parents, making sure that every student in Durham Public Schools, that they are safe. Incident like this, a day like this, we really want to make sure that we have a plan in place so that our students will be safe. And I'm really proud of the work we've done. And again, I'm going to extend our sympathies on behalf of our students, our staff, and our board to all the families that's been really affected by this tragedy.